Hello, today we have a very exciting topic to discuss. Rabbi claims that Netanyahu will soon reveal the Jewish Messiah. Yes, you heard that right. According to some prominent Jewish rabbis, the current Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, who recently returned to power after 16 months of defeat, is holding the keys for the Messiah's arrival. And not only that, but some even claim that he is already meeting with the Messiah in secret and preparing to announce his name to the world. But who is this Messiah that Netanyahu is allegedly in contact with? And what does this mean for Israel and the rest of the world? Is this a fulfillment of biblical prophecy or a deception of the Antichrist? In this video, we will explore these questions and more as we dive into the fascinating and controversial topic of the rabbi claiming that Netanyahu will soon reveal the Jewish Messiah. The first thing we need to understand is why some Jewish rabbis believe that Netanyahu is connected to the Messiah. To do that, we need to go back to the predictions of two of the most revered sages in modern Israel, Rabbi Yitzhak Kaduri and Rabbi Menachem Skirson. Rabbi Yitzhak Kaduri was a Kabbalist who lived from 1898 to 2006. He was considered one of the leading authorities on Jewish mysticism and had millions of followers around the world. He was also known for his prophetic visions and predictions, which he often wrote down on small notes and sealed in envelopes. One of his most famous predictions was made in 1997, when he said that he had met the Messiah in a vision and that he would reveal his name after his death. He also said that the Messiah would not come until after Ariel Sharon, who was then the Prime Minister of Israel, had passed away. In 2004, Kaduri wrote down the name of the Messiah on a note and instructed his followers to open it 1 year after his death. He died in 2006, and in 2007, his followers opened the note and were shocked by what they saw. The note read, "He will raise the people and confirm that his word and law are standing." This sentence seemed cryptic and meaningless until someone noticed that if you take the first letter of each Hebrew word, you get the name Yahushua, which is another form of Yeshua, which is Hebrew for Jesus. This caused a huge controversy among Kaduri's followers, many of whom refused to accept that he had named Jesus as the Messiah. Some claimed that the note was forged or tampered with, while others said that Kaduri had fallen into a trap set by Satan. However, some of Kaduri's followers did believe that he had indeed named Jesus as the Messiah, and they converted to Christianity as a result. They also claimed that Kaduri had told them in private that Jesus was the Messiah before he died. But there was another prediction that Kaduri made that is relevant to our topic today. According to Rabbi Shmuel Shemili, a follower of Kaduri, Kaduri had always maintained that Netanyahu would serve a very long time as prime minister and that after his term in office, the Messiah would arrive. This prediction seems to have come true, as Netanyahu has served as prime minister for a total of 15 years, making him the longest-serving leader in Israel's history. He was first elected in 1996 and served until 1999. Then he returned to power in 2009 and served until 2021, when he was ousted by a coalition led by Naftali Bennett. However, in a surprising turn of events, Netanyahu managed to regain power in November 2022 after Bennett's coalition collapsed due to internal disputes. Netanyahu formed a new government with his allies and became prime minister again. This means that Netanyahu is still in office at the time of making this video, and according to Kaduri's prediction, he will be the last prime minister before the Messiah comes. But Kaduri was not the only one who predicted this. There was another influential rabbi who said something similar, Rabbi Menachem Schneerson. Rabbi Menachem Schneerson was the leader of the Chabad Lubavitch movement, a branch of Hasidic Judaism that emphasizes messianic expectations and outreach. He lived from 1902 to 1994 and was considered by many of his followers to be the Messiah himself. Schneerson was also known for his prophecies and miracles, which he performed in front of thousands of people. He was also a strong supporter of Israel and encouraged his followers to settle in the land and prepare for the redemption. One of his most notable prophecies was made in 1991, when he said that the Messiah was already here and that he would be revealed soon. He also said that the world was on the verge of a great war, which would be followed by a great peace. He also said that the Messiah would come from the house of David, and that he would be a descendant of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. He also said the Messiah would be a great leader who would unite all the Jews and bring peace to the world. But there was one more thing that Schneerson said that is relevant to our topic today. According to Rabbi Chaim Cohen, a follower of Schneerson, Schneerson had predicted that Netanyahu would be the last prime minister before the Messiah's arrival. This prediction was made in 1990, when Netanyahu was serving as Israel's ambassador to the United Nations. Schneerson met with Netanyahu and told him that he had a very important mission to fulfill in Israel. He also told him that he would become prime minister and that he would pave the way for the Messiah. Schneerson then gave Netanyahu a blessing and said, "You will be there, you will assist, you will do everything possible to hasten his coming." This prediction also seems to have come true, as Netanyahu did become prime minister 6 years later and has served for a total of 15 years, as we mentioned before. So we have two of the most respected rabbis in modern Israel who both predicted that Netanyahu would be the last prime minister before the Messiah comes. And they both made these predictions decades ago, before anyone could have guessed that Netanyahu would have such a long and turbulent political career. But what does this mean? Does this mean that Netanyahu is somehow connected to the Messiah? And if so, who is this Messiah that he is allegedly connected with? Well, this is where things get even more interesting. Because according to some other rabbis, Netanyahu is not only connected to the Messiah, but he is actually meeting with him in secret and preparing to announce his name to the world. Yes, you heard that right. According to some sources, Netanyahu is already holding meetings with the Messiah and receiving instructions from him on how to lead Israel and deal with its enemies. One of these sources is Rabbi Yaakov Shitoltz, who is a follower of Rabbi Chaim Kanevsky, one of the most prominent rabbis in Israel today. Rabbi Kanevsky is considered by many to be a living sage and a miracle worker who has millions of followers around the world. In an interview with a radio station in 2019, Rabbi Shitoltz revealed that Rabbi Kanevsky had told him that he had met with the Messiah and that he knew his name. He also said that Rabbi Kanevsky had told him that Netanyahu was meeting with the Messiah as well. Rabbi Shitoltz said, "The process of redemption is about to start happening very quickly and at a fast pace. It is important that people remain calm and steady to act properly at the right time." He also said, "Getting the word out now that the Messiah is closer than ever is a matter of life and death. Haven't you heard of Gog and Magog? This is what is going to happen very soon. Right now, the situation is more explosive than you can possibly imagine. Everyone needs to know whether they're on the inside or if they are going to be left out." He also said, "I'm telling you that Rabbi Kanevsky knows the name of the Messiah, and his name is, I'm not allowed to say it, but I can tell you this much. The first letter is Yud." Now, this is very intriguing, because if we recall, Kaduri's note also revealed that the first letter of the Messiah's name was Yud. And Yud is also the first letter of the name Yehoshua, or Yeshua, which means Jesus. So does this mean that Rabbi Kanevsky and Rabbi Shitoltz are confirming Kaduri's prediction? Are they implying that Jesus is indeed the Messiah? Well, not exactly, because according to them, this Messiah is not Jesus, but someone else. Someone who is alive today and who is waiting for the right moment to reveal himself. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of new videos. Also, please let me know what you think about this topic in the comments section below. Do you believe that Netanyahu is meeting with the Messiah? Do you believe that Schneerson is the Messiah? Do you believe that Jesus is the Messiah? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And until next time, may God bless you and keep you. Shalom.